Sup y'all, it's Ald, and today I'll be doing the EUPORIA run, day 2, possibly the finale, so this is my second attempt at the first 10 minutes, because some weirdness happened with my game. We had some Crystallian RNG that was horrible, but we're back. We're back. Exactly where we are. So, last time we killed all the early game remembrances in Moog. Today we are killing the Endgame, and I think we're going to go to the DLC and complete that too, but I'm not too sure. I did do the run, so we should be good to go, but we'll see. I literally just did this puzzle, and then we had some Crystallian problems, and then the game closed and said EAC, like, timeout or something. It's like, what? I've never had Elden Ring crash on me, by the way. I don't think that counts as a crash, but that was some, like, wildness for sure. We're back. We're back, dudes. So let me do this puzzle again, I suppose. I should also issue a correction. I did imply in my intro that you don't ever want to use the EUPORIA Vortex Tier 1. There's obviously Tier 0, Tier 1, Tier 2, where Tier 2 is fully charged and Tier 1 is only partial charge. There are times where you want to use Tier 1 EUPORIA Vortex because it ends quicker. So bosses that have, like, very fast recovery frames on their animations, that's where you'd want to use Tier 1 more. That would be a lot of DLC bosses. Some DLC bosses like Meta are just literally so bad that you can virtually never use any EUPORIA Vortex on them, but most of them you can use at least Tier 1. Actually, there is one opening where you can use full charge on Meta. It's after the ultimate, but it's a little bit risky. It is a little bit risky, boys. Probably worth it, though, still. But yeah, we're gonna do Millennia first because that is like right here. And also, may as well just get the fight everyone wants to see out of the way first. Okay, there we go. Poggers, poggers, poggers. Okay. I know damage this last time, so of course I have to get hit here. That's probably why the game melted. It's like, nah, you can't have that. Okay. Very nice, very nice. That was pretty bad RNG on his moves. Holy, my luck is so bad. But we survived, which is all that matters. Okay. I did restart the recording, right? Hold on, let me make sure, boys. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right. So the stream and the recording are both going. Frick yeah. So let us, I did do this, right? Yep, poggers. Let's get some strength going. The strength is an insurance against the 80% holy resistant bosses, of which there are 4. Fortisax, Malekith, Radagon, Elden Beast, all 80% holy resistant, so you definitely want to shore up your physical damage as much as possible. Obviously, if you're not doing a restricted run like this, where you're only using the weapon, I would just recommend switching off of the weapon, but we're dedicated here, boys. We're dedicated. Okie doke. Alright, alright. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, last time, literally 10 minutes ago, we got cooked by Crystallians, so we got the worst RNG I've ever seen on them. So I was like, yeah, that's great. Luckily, the freaking game started melting down. So this time, we hopefully will not have those problems, but it depends. We could go like the super long way if we want to. But yeah, I don't know, honestly. Nice. That was the save strat right there, pulling him back. No damage that one, go figures. That's what's up. Okie doke. Wow, he opened like that, that's crazy. Oh, he did his follow-up. Holy, that is horrendous RNG. Okay, the bad luck, horrible trash mobs is over. Unironically, Loretta's gonna be easier. So, that's what's up. There you go. Oh, I got frame trapped. Alright. Boom. There we go, got that just in time, frick yeah. Nice and easy, boys. Alright. Hopefully I can do this deathless, but honestly, the NPC fight at the end of the DLC might cause problems. I did practice Metter last week, because Metter is a terrible, awful boss fight, but I did get some practice in, some much needed reps, so I'm a little bit better at her. It's still the worst Remembrance in the game by a long shot, but most of the attacks are manageable. The real problem with that fight is that it's a big fight. Like, physically, Metter's huge. And the attacks are unrealistically quick. She has the fastest recovery frames of every Remembrance boss. I'm not even kidding. Including Radon, she has the fastest recovery frames. As in, she chains attacks together very, very quickly. It is super unrealistic and dumb. And the problem with that is, doing that on a humanoid enemy is fine, because the camera more or less cooperates with you. Right? Doing that on a huge boss that constantly runs at you means the camera's flailing around like crazy. And you have all that jittering, all the quick recovery frames, one of the fastest heal punches in the game. It's like such an obnoxious fight where you have to just dodge, hit once, dodge, hit once. It's like a really bad version of Radon. It's so bad, dude. D tier fight for sure. D tier. but I did get some practice in on it, so it's a lot less just horrible. There's still, like, the chance of some horrible things happening, but it's overall much less, so that's good. All right. So, we gotta cross over here. We luckily don't have to go grab the talisman, because we already have it, the Dragon Crest Great Shield, so I won't die to fall damage like in the Winged Scythe run. Keck W. That was so crazy when that happened. When it was like bumper cars, just ping ping, just like unrealistically going past super far. And that was the only death of that run, so I was like really annoyed at that, but it happens. It definitely happens, boys. Okay. Almost at Millennia. Very nice. Millennia is going to be an interesting fight. It should be fairly straightforward, although she's been like cheesing me lately with like spamming her worst counter over and over and over again. So, like literally 5 times in a row, I think it was in the all bosses run. It was insane. It was actually insane. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, but I'll be better equipped this time at least. Frick. So the thing with Millennia is she's not 80% holy resistant, but relatively speaking, she is fairly resistant. So I think her holy res is like 40 or something. Whereas all her other resistances are lower. So relatively speaking, she's holy resistant, but not absolutely speaking, if that makes sense. So I'm still going to be running this setup, I think. Although I'll probably swap Sacred Scorpion Charm for Dragon Crest Great Shield, just to make sure I don't die to like a waterfowl or something. And the increased holy damage, again, not super great here, so yeah. Also, in case you didn't know, I'll just show this off right now. You can get free pre-buffs by sitting at a Grace, so you buff first and sit at a Grace. That works for Golden Mount. I don't know if that actually works for Light. We'll try it. That way I can save my FP for later. Although I probably can't use Light like ever in the boss fight, but maybe. Maybe I'll be able to. I don't know. Alright, Millennia time. Hopefully she doesn't troll too bad. Frick. Can I do 2? It's risky. Oh, turnaround animation. Love it. That was a little bit surprising she did that. Okay. Awesome. I think she's in waterfowl range. I'm just gonna heal right now for that reason. Waterfowl me. If not, I'll hit her one more time and she'll be in. For sure. She will dodge the Euporia beam, so you gotta catch her in an animation. You can't just fire it off. Or at least she should dodge it. Maybe if she's like in a weird spot, she won't. But, yeah. There we go. Not falling for that. Hit me with the waterfowl, come on. No? Maybe I do have to hit her one more time. Alright, hit her one more time. There we go. Now she definitely can do it, so no more greed. Okay, there we go. Okay. I like to double roll away from her counters like that in case she'll snag me with the annoying counter. That's something I learned last run. Yeah. Can I counter here? I can, kind of. It's a little bit risky though, boys. A little bit risky. She can waterfowl again, so I'm not gonna approach her now. I'm gonna wait for her to do it. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, she like glitched and hit me. That's cool. It wasn't too bad though. Frick, yep. I think she can do it again now. Just to be safe. Oh, wait. This is, like, one of the best ways to fight Millennium. Even though it is kind of annoying having to run past so much, but... It makes waterfowl consistent, because she can't waterfowl in your face. There is a way to dodge it, but it's really annoying, so I don't like to do that. I pulled off of, like, probably 5 times in total, but... Yeah, it's annoying. Because, like, the camera's fighting with you, too. Alright, come on, Millennia. There we go. Okay. Oh, you Chad. Okay. I did a good amount of damage to her there, so now it'd be wise to just wait for another waterfowl. Yep, there we go. Very nice. Gotta be careful of that. She has like a death counter whenever she runs at you like that. If you want to see what happens if you try to EUPORIA here, this is what happens. She just sidesteps it. You get a little bit of damage in, but not worth it still. Alright. She can waterfowl again. There we go, right on cue. You can get double hit there, but I like to play it safe with her because she's like kind of annoying with her counters. You don't want to like push Millennia too hard or she'll just blast you. Ooh, she had her grab there. That was kind of crazy. Very rare for her to do that there. Wait for a waterfowl. Eventually I will learn the Zerg strat for her, but it's just like, she has so many instant hit moves that's really kind of poor idea, dude, honestly. It's flashy for sure, but not consistent for like minimizing deaths. I'll tell you that much. So you see I'm not punishing her, I'm waiting for a waterfowl foul intentionally, sorry. I could punish, but there's always a chance that she'll waterfowl right on my head, and it's not good when that happens, so. If I want to be greedy, though, I could do Golden Vow right here. Boom. Heal. And now I can try, but... Let's see. Alright. Golden Vow gives damage mitigation, which is why you'd want it, in case she does do it right in your face. Come on now. All she needs to do is do it one more time and I can kill her, probably. Or not kill her, but obviously phase her. Come on now. There we go. Okay, good, good, good. That was boggers. Good, good, good. Alright. Really good phase one. Excellent. I'm gonna try to EUPORIA Vortex here for science. I don't know if it actually reaches. Let's see. Oh, it does. Okay. Good science then, boys. I'm gonna heal again. We got our flask off. Frick yeah. I don't know if she can waterfowl right now. Actually. Oh, she can, okay. This might hurt a little bit. No, we're fine. Okay. Cool. We survived that. Can't punish that anymore in phase two. I mean, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, so, you know. Do that at your own discretion, the kick. Very nice. We're fully charged, so if she uses a... Oh, heck yeah. Speak of the devil, boys. Here we go. Boom. Nice free damage, boys. Very nice. But you saw she was a little bit resistant to it, so... Wasn't that amazing? No. Weird camera there. But we're okay. Let's use a golden vow. We can't really use light, as you can see. A little bit hard, but we can't get a golden vow off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. She can waterfowl again. Oh, there we go. Nice. Really nice, actually. Wow. Cool. Boom. GG. True Lord status unlocked. Oh, I could use a tender here. I was a little too late. That's fine. You only need that in New Game Plus anyways. All right, excellent.
I'm sorry.
Do I have my overlay up on my side? Yes, I do. Okay, very nice. 9 out of 26, I think. I didn't actually check if that was right, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Let's see right now. Yes, nice. Next up is a significantly more inferior boss, the Fire Giant. I could actually start changing up my points so I can use Radahn's Great Rune instead, but maybe we'll just stick with Godric's the whole time, because it is mid-max to do that, technically. Oops, don't need that. We didn't even run there? Wow, that's funny. I must have been super busy last freaking run, or last day. Alright, here we go. We are about to level again, though, which is very nice. So Fire Giant will put us over the edge. Cool, cool, cool. Fire Giant is a boss where you don't really want to mess with EUPORIA Vortex that much, or he'll just stomp on you. Like, literally, just stomp on your freaking head. So it's an auto attack fight, kind of annoying, but that's how it is. I'm wondering if it's time to bench Sacred Scorpion Charm or not. Honestly, it's probably... I could bench Millicent's, most likely. Because in the DLC, due to the way the bosses are designed, where they're like super roll heavy and you have to just spam, the successive attacks talismans are really not great. You have to pretty much be using paired weapons. So what I'm gonna do is probably replace that with the roll attack talisman. It's not super important in the base game though. I guess it would help for Radagon actually, but yeah, we can put it on right now, I guess. Where is it? Enhanced dash attacks. Oh, do I not have it actually? Could have sworn I had it. Yeah, I didn't have it on this templated character. That's a bit of a throw, honestly. I have to go get that, actually. In the DLC. We'll do that right when we start the DLC. But that's fine. What I'm probably going to do is, because every boss fight from now on is 80% holy resistant in the base game, except for Fire Giant and Horalu. I guess Gideon, too. I'm gonna get rid of Sacred Scorpion Charm because the benefits don't really outweigh the cost for those guys. I'll explain more when I start getting to those actual 80% resistant dudes, but we'll keep on Drag Crest Great Shield, basically. Man. Millicent's will replace with the roll attack talisman once you get it in the DLC. For now, it's fine. For Elden Beast, it'll be really good. For Fire Giant, it's okay. Everybody else, it's whatever. I guess Placidus Axe, too. It's fine. Hold on, boys. I really gotta freaking clear my throat for some reason. Let me get to this grace and give me 1 second, boys. That is one big hand, dude. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Sorry about that. Yeesh. Yeesh, dudes. Okay. So I hate this fight. I play it really slow and awful, but it's still way better than Matter. Don't get me wrong. It's way, way better than Matter. But it's still a really rubbish fight, I am, though. If you know how to swag kill him in phase 2 by hitting his, like, chest eye, it's a lot better, but I don't know how to do that consistently. It always just turtles out for me, so I do it really slowly by hitting him in the legs. Oh, I'm one-handing. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, he's doing this. he's Hybrago right now, which is funny. I hate the constant backing up. That's what I cannot stand about him. I'm glad we made it past phase 1 though. I think you can hit him in the head here. I should probably try more, honestly. There we go. That's crazy he interrupted his ultimate for that. That's kind of cool, I guess. You don't see that very often. Again, not really the best idea to use EUPORIA Vortex here. You can right here, though. Maybe I'll try it, but kind of suicidal, honestly. Here, we'll try it. Memes. You see, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Very cool. Easy peasy though, easy peasy. Basically no damage, just one hit. Because he's spurged out at the end. Okay, so that is 10 out of 26. Very nice. I almost moved to mark off my spreadsheet like it was the all bosses run, Keck. No, that is not it, actually. That is on Friday, not on Tuesday. Okay, I'm not missing anybody, right? We got Placidusax, Malekith, Fortisax. I'll go kill Fortisax right now, honestly, just so I don't forget about him. And then Horlu Elden base, so yeah, that's what's up. Or maybe I should wait, actually. Nah, we'll do it, we'll do it. There's no way to, like, fight all 4 Holy Resistant dudes at once because Malekith is blocking, but that's fine. I think we might be done with Strength, actually. Come on, boys. Yeah, we're done with Strength, cool. We can go back in the decks, frick yeah. Sick, dudes. Alright.
I have lost this world and death. Are you to commit? Very let my hand.
This is super random, but I can't stop thinking about the freaking crazy dialogue in BG1, dude. I should have picked up Charm and Dire Charm so I could see even crazier dialogue. Oh well. Now, if I remember correctly, the moment you come into Farum Azula, you can go fight Fortisax, so it might be after you burn the tree, but I'm pretty sure it's right now. So I'm gonna go check. If Fia's champions spawn, then we're in the clear, for sure. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Do a bit of running first, of course. Run past the Ancient Dragon here, we don't need to fight him. Alright. Sit down to reset him, and it is time to head off. Let's see. Should be, yeah, across the routes, right? I believe so. Excellent. This is the Fias Champions boss. A bunch of NPCs. EUPORIA is generally pretty good against NPCs, although EUPORIA Vortex is not. Twin Blades in general can just snag NPCs though, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Except for the NPC fight at the end of the game. Also, look at how long the charge attack is. Very long animation where you can just catch them, so. Very nice. We'll Golden Vow now, then we'll Light next. Okay. Boom. Light now. Yeah. There we go. Try to snag this guy. Frig, yeah, we got him. He's gonna be a bit of a spammer, that's okay. We'll just wait for the skulls to expire, and then we'll cook them. GG. Super easy. I even had the wrong talisman on. Kick W. Okay, I'm gonna change my build because Force Axe is 80% holy resistant, but I'll talk about that when I'm done with the dialogue. By the way, isn't it weird that he's 80% holy resistant? Because he's undead, technically. He's like the only undead, then, that actually has like, giga resistance to holy. I guess I could talk about it now, honestly. But basically, for these 4 bosses, Fortisax, Malekith, Radagon, Elden Beast, they're 80% holy resistant, so you want to build physical, not holy. So I'm going to remove everything that gives me a buff to holy, except possibly my Flask of Physic, because there's not really a downside to that. Although you could min-max and do like the Sam one. Maybe I'll do that. And what that means is my build drastically changes. So obviously, we use the two-handed sword talisman. We're going to use Dragon Crest. We do not need Shard of Alexander, because that is for EUPORIA Vortex, and that is predominantly holy damage. So instead, I would run the Roll Attack Talisman, but I don't have that. I'm not going to run Holy, obviously Sacred Scorpion Charm either, because raising Holy Attack is not important. Honestly, there's not really a great alternative here. I'll just do Winged Sword. And then Millicent's Prosthesis is fine as well. Pure physical, basically. Pure physical, dudes. Can't level, can we? No, we cannot. Okay. You could change your Flask of Physic as well to get increased stamina recovery speed. Honestly, I'm not going to need that on any of these guys, so I will take teeny tiny extra holy damage. I could run Bloodsucking too, but I don't like Bloodsucking, so... If you want to go big damage, though, by all means, go right ahead, boys. We're not muted, are we? No, we're not, okay. Make sure I didn't forget to unmute myself before Fire Giant. That would be really funny. Okay, so this might be a bit of a slog, because Force Axe is resistant to us, but we should have enough strength and physical, like, stacking buffs to where... I guess Light's not important either, Keck, but it's free damage, why not? Hopefully it won't be too bad for Fortisax. We'll see, though. We shall see. Oh, my throat is so stuffed. It's crazy. Okay. So he's a lot tankier than usual in my runs. That's because he's resistant. Follow his tail here so I don't get breathed on. Wow, got a frame trap there. That's boggers. Oh, lag. Okay. Oh, he phased. I'm actually hyped because I can listen to the awesome soundtrack now. That I can never hear, dude. It's really annoying. That is a lot of death fog, boys. No. Got him. Easy peasy. So for these 80% holy resistant bosses, you just have to slog through them, basically. If you're not restricting yourself like I am and only using this weapon, I would definitely recommend you switch. Remember, as a faith user, you have two options for infusible weapons. You have a holy one and a fire one. Don't forget about the Flamar infusion, boys. So definitely just switch to that if you are running into these bosses that are 80% holy resistant. But for me, this is a EUPORIA only run, so I am dedicated to blasting through. Okay, yeah, see, that's pretty bad. Yep, we'll get some decks going. Frick yeah. Let's restore our build, because the next couple of bosses will actually allow us to deal holy damage, so... And use EUPORIA Vortex. This is okay. I don't really want to use Sacred Charm much anymore, because that is risky in New Game Plus, but is there anything better, honestly? Yeah, you know, let's do two-handed. Let's do this. Two-handed, Dragon Crest, Shard of Alexander, Millicents. Taking additional damage in New Game Plus is a bit risky. Feel free to do it if you want to. It is maximum damage, and it is a lot, especially for EUPORIA Vortex, which is pure holy damage, like the beam is. The spinny part's obviously physical, but the beam is pure holy, so... If you want those big, fat EUPORIA Vortexes, then by all means, use Sacred Scorpion Charm, but... I am playing this more holistically, where I'm incorporating every element, so... And I also don't want to die much, so... The increased damage taken from the Scorpion Charm isn't hyper appealing to me. I mean, I don't know, dudes. It's up to you. It's a personal call. Right now, I feel like just doing Dragon Crest Great Shield. I'm not in a dying mood today, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's accurate. Next up is Godskin Duo. Godskin Duo is really easy with EUPORIA, as long as they behave. If he does the roly-poly, like, roll around, he could snag him at the other side of a pillar and just EUPORIA Vortex him to death. It's not hard at all. If he doesn't do that, he dies. So, yeah. Very simple, actually. Okay. Let's Flask of Azik here. Golden Vow. Light. As always, I would recommend for melee builds fighting the Godskin Noble first, separate them with pillars. If they don't separate, just wait until they do. You do not want to fight them together, especially on New Game Plus. There we go. Good damage. Now wait for them to separate again. Nice. Frame trapped. Very good. Now I'm gonna go all the way over here. You see right here, you can EUPORIA Vortex. Boom, easy. Okay, that was a really bad RNG. He's kind of trolling right now. Okay, he resummoned his guy, but he's stuck in an animation during that. My stamina sucks, I'm gonna recover that. Boom. Could stay in there and fight. I don't really like to, though. Especially when he's about to phase. Yeah. Now what's he gonna do? Okay. Kind of a weird pattern he has here. Oh, it didn't count for some... Oh, we have no mana. Yeah. That would make sense. Boom, easy. Yeah. Looks cool though, still. That's all that matters, right? GG. Easy peasy, dudes. Easy peasy. Very clean fight overall, and EUPORIA makes very quick work of them, so... Very, very nice. Honestly, I probably... Because you notice the damage starting to taper off. I probably should go Vigor and start using Radahn's Rune. That might impact my FP, though. I might need to put some points into mine, but we'll science that when we get there. For sure. Okay. We'll get ready to use Radahn's Rune, which is definitely really good in New Game Plus, especially late. It is more damage min-max to do Godric's Rune, but this late in the game, you see the damage returns are quite pitiful, so... It's probably time to switch. By the end of the base game, we'll be able to switch comfortably, I suspect. Okay, this next part sucks. It's the bird area. So I'm actually going to buff up with my protection stuff, so Flask of Physique and Golden Vow, especially on New Game Plus, just to make sure we have anti-bad RNG cheese. Boom. Those are some pretty bad lightnings, I will admit. Those are really bad too, holy. Luckily the birds were very nice. They just let me do that. Thanks, birds. Appreciate it. Okay. Gotta be a little careful here. This guy can troll. He did not this time. That's what's up. You could take that slowly by killing the caster around the left corner, but I would recommend that, but I decided not to this time. Alright, next up is Placidusax, who definitely can be Euporia Vortex. In fact, it's very easy. Knowing my luck, he'll just somehow do all his fast attacks, but that's like super unlikely. Like over half of his attacks are giga slow, so we should definitely find some use out of that, but we'll see, I guess. Okay. The only thing weird about Placidusax is he has a couple attacks that can potentially one-shot you. So you gotta be a little careful about that, of course, but as long as you have, like, decent armor and obviously your Flask of Physick is up, it's not typically that horrible, honestly. Okay. Sucks. That was pretty bad RNG that he did that attack. Oh well. Let's just, oh, I can probably hit him with Vortex right here, actually. Boom. There we go. That was not great RNG, for sure, on that attack he chose to do. It was really weird, actually, but we made it out okay. Got another golden bout, too. Oh, he spawned far away. Holy. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Next phase. Oh. Very nice. Alright, now he's gonna do lasers, right? Yeah. Okay, laser time. He's speedrunning it, dude. It's kind of funny, actually. Nice. You might be able to get behind him during that, but it seems like super sketchy, dudes. Come on, do your breath, dude. Do your backwards breath. You know you want to. Okay. might just die here, actually. Oh. Wow. Oh, I even had the wrong talisman on. I need to get better at that, dudes. That's like a big portion of damage I'm missing. 15%. That just proves to you that Placidus X is easy. Still a great fight, though. Way better than Bell. Don't have me. Okay, next boss is Malekith. So Malekith is, again, a boss that is 80% holy resistant. And that's actually going to suck a lot for me because of phase 1. In case you're new here, I am so bad with the phase 1 of this dude. I don't know why. Honestly, I'm so intimidated, I'm just going to switch right now to Radahn's Rune because of that. It is at this point where we need to min-max our health and physical damage, so... Here's what we're gonna do, boys. I'm gonna go get Radahn's Rune on. That's gonna change both my FP and my encumbrance. Because Godric's Rune gives me mind and endurance, so I'm gonna have to switch out some points there. Right now, my encumbrance is, let's see, with all this stuff on, 56.5. So I'm gonna round up to 58 to be safe. Which means, if I look at the calculator, no, not that, come on now. Calculator. I don't know why the Google calculator lags now, by the way. It's freaking hilarious. 58 divided by 0.7 means I need 83 max equip load to use my current armor, weapon, and talismans without having to fat roll. So that is the magic number, 83 maximum equip load. Okay, let's go back to Rennala, because we're definitely going to need a respec to switch out our stats a teensy tiny bit. Come here. Great runes. Switch to Radahn's one. Do I have to do another rune? Oh, that's annoying. At least I have some. Okay. Boggers. Now if you see my status, I'm heavy loaded. So I do need to get some more encumbrance points.
Now.
I'm also going to put a little bit more into mind, just so I don't have to worry about it, so... It was default, I'm going to do 3 points. And that should be enough, but if not, I'll put in more points as necessary. So again, the magic number here is 83, boom, 84.1, so 35 endurance. Now, as for faith, let's see. We're going to want 20 dex for sure. I'm actually going to go more into strength. So let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So yeah, 50, I think 47 is the cap actually, but we'll do 48. The rest into faith. Now, you see we're not at faith cap anymore, so we'll do 8 more points into faith and we'll be good to go. After that, it's just strength or dex, whichever one's better. And now we have a better Great Rune on. Well, better, relatively speaking. In terms of defenses, it's better. Like, more HP and stuff like that. Okay. So, Malekith is an 80% holy resistant boss, so we gotta go, again, physical comp, which means 2-handed sword, Dragon Crest, Great Shield. Successive attacks is not amazing on, but I literally have nothing better, so we'll do that. I really wish I had the roll attack stuff for him, but whatever. I've killed this Draconic Tree Sentinel a million times, so I'm not going to do it this time. All you gotta do is run past him and save quit, and then you can pre-buff to your heart's content. It's not that hard at all, boys. So, let me go ahead and do that real quick. Literally, just run past him. He's going to do an animation here, doesn't matter. Come right here, save quit. Do it kind of faster, it'll fireball you, so, yeah. Now, in case you don't know, there's a noise mechanic in this game where certain buffs have noise to them when you cast, so he might actually hear this, but I don't think so at that range. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. Okay. We'll still do light because it's free. Free pre-buff. Flask of Physic. And here comes the slugfest, boys. The actual unironic slugfest. Destined death. Cool. I'm choosing to be hyper aggressive with him. Seemed to work out pretty good. No Euporia Vortex. Remember, he's 8% holy resistance, so no reason to do that garbage. Nice. Got behind him. Okay. Is this 2 or 3? Yes, 3, okay. Good. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. Only got hit a couple times. That's pretty good. Once in phase 1, once in phase 2. I thought I rolled in phase 2, but I guess not. Okay, so... Oh, I'm so bad, dude. Sorry. Sorry, dude. I didn't update the counter for freaking Placidusax, did I? Heck W. There's Placidusax. 12. And there is... Malekith. Sorry, I always mess him up. I don't know why. Probably because Malekith and Placidusax are back-to-back. Whatever. So the next 2 fights are vulnerable to Holy. However, Gideon's, like, you don't really want a Euporia Vortex NPC, so I'm probably just going to stick to this. I will make one tiny change, though, which is replacing Winged Sword with Spelldrake Talisman +3 from the DLC, because this is a New Game Plus run, so I already have that. That will make sure that his stupid Glintstone magic doesn't blast me to oblivion, so should be good there. Let me make sure I'm actually at 13 bosses. I'm not, like, losing my mind. Let's see. Yes. Okay. We didn't miss anybody, boys. Frick yeah. Alright. So Gideon is annoying, for sure. However, Twin Blades catch NPCs really well, and also you can kind of cheese Gideon by just staying in his face, waiting for him to start an attack animation like a cast, and then just hitting him. So just wait for him to start casting, hit once, he'll dodge away, run up to him again, wait for him to start casting again, and rinse and repeat. So that's going to be my general strategy. No Euporia Vortex. You do not want to Euporia Vortex NPCs generally. Not a good idea. Unless you're like in a weird hallway or something. But, yeah. Not the case here. Okay. Very good. We will start with a backstab.
come to stand before the Elden Ring.
You could cheese and equip the crit damage talisman just for that, but
I commend your spirit, but alas, I guess I'll have
that's annoying. You can use it here, though. That gets him off of the flower quickly. Boom.
in my bones a tarnished
Pretty decent fight. This will be... Poor lose you unique case. I'll just use Claw Talisman for him. So Claw Talisman, Millicent's, Dragon Crest. You can't really Euporia him. Not recommended, so I'm not going to. You can when he's like doing that big roar, when he's like starts AoE stomping the whole area, but I'm just gonna fight him straight up. Much more consistent that way. Horlu's a great example of a boss where you probably want a tier 1 Euporia Vortex, but not tier 3. But even then, it's kind of like, he's up in your face a lot, so I wouldn't recommend it personally. I would just fight him straight up. Take the passive holy damage that you're gaining from hitting him a bunch, and instead of spending on Euporia Vortex, just use it to beat him down. Easy. That's the really nice thing about this weapon. You don't have to use the weapon skill always, because you're still getting that passive holy damage. Don't forget, dudes. You're still at least getting that passive holy damage, and it is significant. And it stacks with all your other holy buffs, so don't feel pressured to overuse Euporia Vortex. The weapon by itself can stand on its own in PvE. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here, most likely. Unless, like, he's obviously doing that stomp, and I can just blast him and take a hit. That's fine, also. Boom. Boom. Okay, here we go. What opening are you gonna give me, Godfrey? I think he has 2, right? You can give me this one. Alright, quick attacked me. He quickied me. He tried it again. Wow, what a shot. You gonna roar here? Yep. That's okay. Heal here. I'm just gonna hit him here. Okay, I did roll that. Didn't register. Weird. Ooh, hit him in his crotch. Right when he split his legs. Crazy. Alright, here is possibly the hardest part of the run besides like the NPC fight at the end. Kek W. Radagon and Elden Beast. So normally not a problem, but they are 80% holy resistant. At least this is not the Coded Sword run I'm going to be doing at some point where it's 100% holy damage. Yikes. That is going to be a problem. At least we have a good physical repertoire here. So, for them... Okay. I think we're good. Sorry about that, dudes. A little bit weird. A little bit of an interruption, but... I'll edit that out in the recording, so don't worry about it. Anyways, Radagon, Elden Beast. Really want to go pure physical because they're both 80% holy resistant, so... I would recommend... Two-handed sword, obviously. If you have the roll attack talisman from the DLC, which I highly recommend, you should run that. Dragon Crest Great Shield is a safe pick, and then, after that, it's up to you. But I would probably do Millicent's Prosthesis at that point. But let's try this and let's go, okay? Pre-buffing here because I think Radagon, honestly, is harder. Oh, whoops. I definitely messed that up. Okay, whatever. We don't need light anyways. We don't need light anyways, boys. Plus holy damage and 80% holy resistant chuds. Who cares, right? Skip. There we go. You get a bunch of free hits here. Very nice. That was good. That was really good, actually. Wow, that's crazy. Ow. Okay. Close. Ooh, staggered. You don't see that very often with EUPORIA. That's like the one thing with Twin Blades. Not the best stance damage. Alright, get another golden vow up. Oh, I have no FP. Okay, we might be scratching that. Let's see. Yeah, okay. No golden vow, boys. Alright. You can get a bunch of hits in, though. Get a bunch of hits in. When he starts to flame, get behind him. You get more hits in. Very nice. Oof. That's the worst move you can do, to be honest. You see our damage is quite lackluster, but it's not the worst thing ever. That's the price you pay, though, for having a 80% holy resistant boss battle. That's for sure. Okay, I can actually golden vow here. I wanted to try this. Okay, it might be a little bit too long of an animation. Oh no, it's fine. Frick yeah, dude. So we actually did it. Log in. Alright. Be careful of this attack. Easy peasy. Boom. Is this gonna phase him? Not quite. I think he's Hyper Aggro right now, which is really funny. I love when he's Hyper Aggro. I would recommend getting away for Elden Stars, but be careful of his slash attack. That can annihilate you real bad, so... Okay, there it is. Ow. Ooh. This might hurt. Ooh, I actually dodge rolled it. That's actually lucky. That's no skill, actually. That is no skill. Oh, what is that hitbox? Yo, his tail knocked me out of the way. What a boss, dude. What a homie. Very nice. I could golden vow again, but I don't want to risk it with this. Very nice, boys. Okay, he keeps doing that way too early. It's really weird. He's not supposed to do that. Good damage, though. Ooh, snagged him. Is that it? Boom! Frick yeah. Deathless base game, dudes. Let's go. Let us go, boys. Frick yeah. No deaths base game. Woo! So, normally I would call it here, but honestly, I do want to just be done with this run and move on. And I have extra time tonight, so I am going to continue on with the DLC. I have already collected all of the nodes, though, so... Very quick... Actually, hold on. Yeah, dexterity is better right now. Poggers. Very quick explanation. I have a video on my Alderius VODs channel on YouTube titled How to Get 14 Scattry Level Without Killing Any Bosses. I did that route. I always do that for the DLC. So... I already did that, ran through, collected all the graces, so we can boss rush the first, 8 Remembrance bosses out of 11. The only ones we cannot are Midra, Bale, and Radon, because Midra, Bale, and Radon are all blocked by bosses, so... I'm gonna go alleviate that problem right now by taking care of Midra, so... We're gonna set up the boss rush, and then we're gonna knock down all the bosses one at a time, super quick. Do I actually have the backstab talisman on this character? I don't think I do I? Should have grabbed it. I gotta go grab it on my template character, but highly recommend on Jory the Inquisitor, because Jory sucks. Straight up, dudes. Jory the Inquisitor sucks. But, yeah. You'll see what I mean in a second. Let me put it that way. Alright. Oh yeah, this autistic freaking dude. Whoa! Crazy. Look at that wombo, dude. What the frick? Gotta kill this autistic freaking statue. Holy. That would have been an annoying place to die. I am going back up to get my flask, because Jory's not a boss I want to mess around with sub-max flask. Cool, I just got the worst RNG humanly possible on those statues, though. That's kind of cool. My RNG knows no bounds, boys. No bounds at all. Frick yeah. Let's try that again with a little less horrendously terrible luck. Let's see. Let's see, is my RNG gonna be puke garbage now, or is it gonna be normal? It's gonna be normal. Okay, good. Alright, boys. Going down the catacombs, as per usual. Jory, it really doesn't matter what you're gonna run, so I'm just gonna stick with this most likely. The key with Jory is to just backstab repeatedly, which is a little bit easier said than done because Jory sucks. And like, of course, his like backstab hitbox is like super strange, so. Ooh, that was stylish, actually. Frick yeah. I wonder how long we're gonna keep the Deathless for this. I hope it's not Matter that breaks it, because I did practice Matter, dudes. I swear I did. I hope it shows, too. I'm not gonna be as terrible in that fight anymore. I promise. My guess is the NPC battle is going to be the problem, but we'll see. Dryleaf Dane is an obnoxious chud, so it can be kind of hard at times. Especially when he does his, like, long, he just spams combos and he just follows you around the entire arena while attacking, because it's, like, so balanced. Okay. So again, Jory the Inquisitor is designed to be just backstab repeatedly, I guess. Because otherwise he's like super freaking obnoxious, so no Euporia Vortex here, probably. But I guess we'll see. Alright, wait for him to do this attack. You get some hits on him too, but I'm just gonna go for the backstab. I don't want to play around with him, honestly. You can go for a charge heavy here if you want. Sure. There we go. You can try backstabbing him on another attack, but it's actually pretty hard to do, so. You know, I just realized something too, boys. I'll explain it after this fight's over. But I just explained something that makes me really mad. Or I just found something, I mean. I'll explain as soon as I kill this John. So I'm waiting for him to do that one attack, because approaching him without that is really annoying, so. Come on now. There we go. Very nice. Big damage. But here's where it gets really annoying, because he double summons. And they last like a minute. It's friggin' insane. Wow, that hit really hard. Crazy. Okay. Ooh, I got another backstab off. Frick yeah. Good damage, dude. We need that fat guy to go away. There we go. We might be able to kill here. Okay, dudes. I know you're probably face bombing right now, but I forgot to get rid of the Fortisac's freaking health debuff items. KW. There you go. Where is it, dude? Oh my goodness. I have to re-heal because it uses FP, so I gotta freaking do that again. Oh my goodness. Hold on. There we go. Oh, yeah, who cares about Spirit Ashes, golly. Boom, dudes. We remembered. It's a miracle. Okay, dexterity's still better. So, alright, interesting, interesting. Okay, dudes. That might be a visual bug, though, honestly. That dex is better. Because it might not account for the two-hand bonus. I'm not sure exactly how the stat menu handles that. But, yeah. I think my VOD is cooked, unfortunately, for this run. But at least this last part will be up. So that's good. I still have the recording, though, so don't worry. Yeah. I'll add the recording, then upload that. Probably... I don't think tomorrow the 6th, but probably the 7th. Like, 11 p.m. Pacific, or 11 a.m., I mean. Luckily, I do have the VOD. That's why I local record, of course. Not just to get the 1440p on YouTube, but also to make sure that Twitch doesn't, like, explode, and... in the case of a deleted VOD... I'm not just screwed, basically. But anyways, back to the frickin' game. We just gotta run over here. Easy breezy. So you can speed run through this section, like super quick with save quit. I'm gonna do a hybrid approach because that's just what I like to do. So in this first section with the horror dudes, I forget what they're called actually. They're called something weird though. You intentionally aggro one by touching this bushel. Now his back is to us, so we can just run across. The really annoying one, though, is the one that is over here, so... You see a stump in the background and like a root that goes horizontal. Behind that is one of those madness chuds, and you can choose to wait for him to walk his butt over, but I like to just run past and save quit, so I'll show you guys that right now. Because save quit resets enemy aggro and positions. You might get hit once though, so if you're doing a no-hit, obviously don't do this, but... For me, it's not a big deal. Boom. Just save quit there, and you're good to go. Also, I think partial statuses are reset when you save quit, so I'm not going to be madness anymore, or like close to madness. Let's see, is that true? It's not true for madness. It is true for the other things, though. So you see he saw us again, so we can just save quit further on. That was pretty bad RNG that he saw us. Or I guess we just didn't move far enough forward. But you can just save quit again, not too hard. And boom. Easy peasy. You could just save quit cheese the entire thing, honestly. Just stutter step save quit. But, you know, that's... that is extremely cheesy and kind of hard to watch. So I try not to do it, like, over and over and over and over and over again, back to back to back. Okie doke. I really gotta go pee too. I should have went pee during the freaking stream dying. That was very wise of me to ignore. We might take a pee break, boys, but maybe I can just push through. Probably not wise though, honestly. Okay, after we get to Bale, if I still remember to, I'll take a pee break. Because then it's just boss, 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 boss afterwards, so... Until we're done, obviously. Okay. Oh, man. Good old Major, dude. What a boss. What a beast.
No closer, I say. The madness wears.
Madness? Worse. Oh, okay. Get this combo. That's pretty bad RNG. So you can save quit run past this guy, but I like to just follow him now because I've had some bad memories in this corridor. Very bad. Very bad indeed. I'd have heard that actually. That's okay, because I can just hit the elaborator. Oh wow, he just didn't care. Okay. Never mind. Okie doke. We're coming, Midra. We're not going to fight Midra immediately, by the way. I mean, we could, but I'd prefer to save him for, like, the boss rush, so... yeah, we will, fight him well within the boss rush. After the initial bosses are dead. Probably Metter, too, because Metter's a freaking piece of garbage. I'm thinking right now, Divine Beast, Dancing Lion, then... what's her face? Rolana, then Gaius, then Metter, then at that point it's open. Maybe we could do Midra after that, but we'll see. They'll all die eventually though. Oh, did I not hit the freaking switch? Oh my goodness, I'm so bad, dudes. Sorry, boys. Sorry about that. Here you go. I won't cut that out. You guys will be forced to see that. I'm not gonna just butcher up the freaking mod. We're gonna cut out the lag, and that's it. I guess not lag, but stream lag. You're not gonna see the recording lag, obviously, but you know what I mean, boys. Okay, let's hit the actual switch this time. Don't absent-mindedly run past like a chud. Okay, there we go. Okay, boys. We're almost past Midri. Good old Midri, dude. Good old Midrussi. Alright. Now we can go fight him, but like normal, we're gonna save him for the boss rush, so... we're gonna go to Bale now and unlock Bale, so... once we kill Ancient Dragon Man and make it up to Bale, we have the first 10 remembrances actually taken care of, so... actually, where is it? I totally forgot. There we go. Dragon Pit. Then we can just boss rush him. Not hard at all. Easy peasy. Okay. Ancient Dragon Man's a bit weird, but he staggers like almost everything, so just be up on him, literally. Just be up on him. His dragon attacks, like his dragon incantations, will one-shot you on New Game Plus if you're not careful. So that sucks, but as long as you're up in his face, they're easy to dodge, and or he won't just use them. Like, period. Okay, let's go. Poggers. So just be up in his face, pretty much, as much as you can. Again, no Euporia Vortex, by the way. Boom. Oh, I had the wrong tiles on again, Keck. Did I have that on? No, I didn't have that on for Jory, I'm pretty sure. Not that bad, boys. Dragon Hunter is great katana, really fun weapon. I kind of want to use that, actually. Soon. Soon, TM. We're done fighting bosses now. Until the Remembrances, so I can actually get my actual build going again. So, I should mention right now that I'm gonna assume Strength is better, and like for some reason the freaking two-handed bonus is not applying here, so I'm just gonna keep going into Strength, actually. Hopefully that's not a throw, though. But most of the DLC bosses do not allow you to safely use Euporia Vortex very often, okay? If they do, it's like the tier 1 version. So unfortunately for now, it seems like I'm going to be mostly an auto attack Andy, or an R1 Andy, I should say, because in WoW. So that kind of sucks, but there will be some times, like I think at Commander Gaius you can if you get the cool dodge. Commander you can at the end of the ultimate. What else? You can't do it on Rolana, you can't do it on Divine Beast, really. You can do it on Sunflower. Dark has that crazy situation where he like one-shot the Sunflower with the EUPORIA. It was insane, by the way. Really fun. He one-shot last phase from 100 to 0 with EUPORIA on his first playthrough. That's how crazy this weapon is, dudes. So it's a mixed bag, basically. Sometimes I can use EUPORIA, sometimes, or EUPORIA Vortex, sometimes I cannot, okay? But again, don't feel pressured to use the weapon skill. Because if you don't use a weapon skill, you still get flat holy damage, which is very handy. Unlike in the base game, the DLC bosses are not super holy resistant. The max holy resistance on any of the Remembrance bosses is 40%, okay? And for those bosses, they're 40% resistant to like almost everything else too. They may be like slightly less resistant to one thing. But most of their resistances are 40%, so holy is no longer this outlier where you're just cooked if you have holy damage. That is not the case in the DLC. Feel free to use holy damage as much as you want. Which is why it doesn't matter if it's EUPORIA Vortex or just the flat damage from gaining like hits. Either of those are very useful, okay boys? They're very, very useful. Do. All right, so not fighting Senesax. Not looking forward to that fight in the all bosses run. I'll tell you that much. Okay. So right up here is Bale. We're not going to fight Bale immediately again, or we'll be fighting him eventually for sure, but not right now. We're just readying him for the boss rush. That's it, boys, that's it. Okay. So yeah, I almost ran over to there. Huh, funny. We're gonna go to Divine Beast Dancing Lion first. Let me check my build real quick. Oh, actually, hold on, dudes. I do have to do the NPC quest line to deal with Hornsent, so let's do that first before I forget. Hornsent and Fredja. I'm also gonna finally get the roll attack talisman, which will be really great.
Oh, Did you feel while my devote I might no wait. I can wield I should have
Yep. So in case you don't know, we need to kill Hornsent and Freya.
What's the impaired invent? How could I?
Otherwise, the NPC fight becomes a 4v1, the one at the end of the game, and that's like really annoying, so we're gonna do that right now.
I've made up my Hornsent. If he were vengeance,
Yep.
I wonder kindly even if his lineage.
So I've already talked to the NPCs, just like I showed in that video I was mentioning.
I would have his river black.
Boom. Okay, nice. So did I actually grab the secret right scroll? I don't remember if I did or not. Let me see if I did real quick, dudes. This is gonna take a little bit of time, but that's okay. I might have to go grab it, which would be funny, but I don't remember actually. The talisman is well worth it though. It's Bis for Radon, so obviously you'd want it. For sure, for sure.
Right. So, after the beers and taken, surely after fate, I do any. What the implication?
Okay, yeah, we need to go get it. Alright, dude, slight detour. Slight detour, boys. It's not that far, though. So, we can just kill Freya, though, if we want, I guess. I mean, we do want to, but I would have killed her a little bit later, but that's okay. Aim light away from her so you don't pull her with it. That'd be really funny. Okay. She's annoying, so... Wait for her to use Lion's Claw? No, okay. Oh. Nice bomb, Chud. Boom. Now she won't appear at the NPC fight. I'm still leave her drops here because I already have them, obviously, from New Game, so. Come all the way down here. You could save quit this guy or just run past him, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Boom. Easy peasy. It is here, right? I'm not losing my mind. I'm pretty sure it is, right? It's like right in this room. Yes, there we go. So in case you don't know, that lets you finish the part of Ansbach's questline that allows you to assassinate him. You don't need to assassinate him for the NPC fight because he's actually an ally. But if you want the roll attack talisman, you do need to kill him. It sucks, I know, because he's the homie, but that's how it be, dude. They gave a really, really good reward behind his death, so... Let's go ahead and give that to him now, and then we'll come back one final time later and then kill him. Okay. Good, good, good.
What could the implicate? Well, yes. Even the as if he plans he has. It beggars belief. I'm afraid one thing is.
My lord deserved better, true. Mo did nothing wrong, dude. He beat the allegations. Okay. Let's go kill Hornsent now, finally. We do need to kill Hornsent because he appears in the NPC fights, and he is really annoying. He has this, like, magical, like, black projectile attack. If that hits you, it kills you in a single hit. I'm not even kidding. Well, technically, it kills you in a single attack, because if one hits you, they're all gonna hit you. If they all hit you, you die. So... I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually matter how much HP you have. Unless you're, like, blocking or something, like, you will die in a single hit. It's hilarious. So... he needs to die, basically. Otherwise, it's extremely annoying. Whoa. He really quick attacked? You know, this guy really quick attacked me. I'm just gonna freaking kill him, dude. Being an annoying chud. You can freaking quickie me, dude. No, you are not escaping, dude. Be an annoying chud, you die. Boom. There we go. Frick. Such shit RNG, it's hilarious. Alright. Assist Needlelight Letta to assassinate Hornsent. See, there's the attack right there. It's very easy to interrupt, but when you have 2 NPCs on you, it's like a lot harder, dudes. It's a lot harder, boys.
In the end, I knew this day would come. The nature of your kind, I am certain. But all was so...
Ooh, nice combo play there, Letta. Ooh, kill him, no damage. Alright.
Apologies. Oh. Wife. Child.
Kindly Mikula never betrays a vow.
Kindly Mikula never betrays a vow. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright. Now I gotta go back to Letta. We retrieve the dash attack talisman, which we already have, but it allows us, more importantly, to progress to killing Ansbach.
Well fought. He was never but his word. It was hard to hit. But I suppose there's plenty.
Alright.
I'm afraid he insisted in his death. He claimed that I doubt before he I'm afraid he. If there's
I'm quite mistrustful of others, yeah, obviously. Freaking Letta's psychotic, dude. Letta is psychotic. For sure. For sure, for sure. Here we go. So, Ansbach is kind of dangerous, so I'm gonna let it take point here.
I will dispose of you. I find that I am your ambivalence. I'm exactly where
So, you would call an old man such as I.
Let him get aggro for a bit, or her, I mean.
I would expect
And
as you
we'll swoop in for a little bit of damage.
and will not simply lay down and die.
you come again, thank you.
Going for a heavy.
Go make yourself useful.
Let a reacquire aggro. Then we can go for heavy again. Yeah, that's crazy.
The burden she might carry alone.
There we go. Let her reacquire aggro. This is the safest way to do it. Especially at New Game Plus. Oh. There we go. Unfortunately, we clang against the wall, so it's a little bit rough when he's against the wall like this. Boom! Easy peasy. No damage again. Although that was a little bit chud strat, but
All that you have done.
hey, if I let us here, I'm gonna use her. That's for sure. Now we talk to her again, and then we at long last get the talisman that we are gonna literally use for almost every boss from now on. Maybe not Baal, but like everybody else, I think so. I guess Sunflower too, maybe. We'll see. But most of them, for sure, we get this.
I owe you. None can. We can be proud.
Now with Hornsent and Phrasia down, and not talking to more, we now have a 2v1 NPC fight. Very, very nice. So, this is what I'm going to run for most of the rest of the game. Two-handed sword, talisman, dragon crest, retaliatory, Millicents. I'm going to trade in Millicents later, but you'll see what I mean. Finally, let's go to the stage front, and then after I take this pee break, I will begin the boss rush, boys. So, frick yeah. I'll also mute my mic so I spare you guys from the squeaky door and squeaky chair. Be right back. There we go. Mute should be done. Frick yeah. I should probably hotkey that, honestly, but whatever. Oh, can we level up again, actually? No, we're 3k away, okay. In case you didn't know, here's Divine Beast, obviously, but you can actually pre-buff here. Open this door, hold back, and spam your dodge roll button, okay? So hold backwards, spam your dodge roll button. Spam, spam, spam. And you don't trigger the cutscene. If you said the grace, the cutscene triggers and you get pulled into the boss, so don't do that. Instead, just sit right here. Pre-buff to your heart's content. Bada bing, bada boom. And here we go. We cannot really EUPORIA Vortex here, so we're just going to auto him down. That's fine. Whatever. I could have hit him there. Very nice. Oh, delayed. Yeah, that stuns you so you can't roll. It's really annoying, actually. You could try EUPORIAing here. I would not recommend it, though. As for lightning phase, I'm just gonna stay back as per usual. Holy, he is a spammer right now. Oh, he's hyper aggro. Oh yeah, he's hyper aggro real bad. Oh, good thing he phased though. Good. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Do your stomp, dude. There we go. Very nice. I'm not gonna grade it with EUPORIA Vortex, even though it would be very fun. Take it slow. Okay. Has a lingering hitbox on one face. Boom. Pretty decent fight overall. Pretty decent fight. Okay. I have not yet lost a Deathless to him, so I'm very grateful for that. But I'm sure it'll happen one day. Probably like a crossbow run or something. Ugh. Garbage. Okay, Rolana's next. Again, we already have all the graces because I did the route that is on YouTube. How to get Scout level 14 without killing any bosses. Okay, so for Rolana, similar setup, honestly. This should be fine, actually. Rolana's an interesting boss because there's actually a lot of hidden jump attack opportunities. I'll try to show that off as best I can, but might be a little tough. Pretty much you have to zone her. You have to like outrange her and wait for the perfect opportunity to dodge. It's a little bit hard to explain, but hopefully I'll showcase it pretty decently here. Oh yeah, she has like extendo range. Okay. Okay. I did kill or deal with the magical phase here, so I'm just gonna let her use that. You just run to the right here, jump, boom, easy peasy. Did I say right? I meant left. Holy cow. Okay. Double roll here, boom, boom. Oh, chud. Man, she had to do that a million miles away. That's annoying. Frick. This is a terrible fight. Holy, she's giving me such shitty RNG right now. Doesn't really matter for her, but yeah. Oh well. There we go. Easy moon dodge. Easy to get away from the fire one, not that hard. Oh, double freaking wind blades. That was an okay fight. I mean, I didn't get a jump attack like a single time. It was just pretty bad RNG overall, but you see you 10 flash still, so like she just can't kill you, honestly. If you know how to space her properly, she just can't kill you. The one weakness she has is that her individual hits don't hit very hard. She has to hit you like a million times to kill you, so. That's the way it works. Easy peasy. So, who's next? Gaius. Let's do Gaius next. Normally I do him next just to get more scatcheries, but obviously I'm scatchery 20 already, because it's New Game Plus, so. I'm just doing it for familiarity's sake, honestly. You can actually EUPORIA Vortex him, but you need a very specific dodge. Hopefully I land it. If I don't, then oh well. No EUPORIA Vortex here. We shall see, boys. You come right here to avoid the initial charge. Try to get on this ledge. There we go. This is not consistent. Let's see if it actually works this time. It did. Awesome. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Run around them and you're good. Very good. If we dodge this, we're good. There we go. GG, dudes. No damage. I even had the wrong talisman on again. Keg W. I'm so bad at that, dude. Oh, I didn't do Rolano's boss thing. Sorry, dudes. There we go. 17 Rolana, 18 Commander Gaius. There we go. At least we caught it early, boys. At least we caught it early. There we go. Alright, let's do Meta now, my least favorite remembrance in the entire game. Although, I have practiced her, so it won't be as terrible anymore, I promise. Yeah, I don't think this... I don't know, dudes. I guess it's tomato at this point. I'll keep doing strength. Because I'm believing that the two-handed penalty does... or bonus. It's not a penalty, it's a bonus. Does not apply to the level up screen, so... yeah. Also, already rang the 2 bells for Meta. Again, it's in that video, so you can go watch it if you are interested. So ask about the nature of the world, then Mikola, then nature of the world again, and then he'll go away. Very nice.
Do you, Marika? Well, it is them. The fingers we all anew. May you.
Go back to the Grace, and now it's time to fight the NPC down there first, and then Meta herself. Who hopefully will be improved. I won't be such a terrible piece of garbage with that fight. There's still like some things that suck, like a lot, that still make it the worst fight ever, but... and I think those are just intrinsic to the boss. But the regular, like, attack animations are gonna be a lot nicer this time, I think. It took me a long time to crack this boss. Not as long as Rolana. Rolana took me forever, honestly, to get, like, all the stuff down, but still very long. I'm gonna full buff here because I don't want to just die in this NPC. It's happened before. But yeah. Oh my goodness. She has hyper armor on that? Wow. She just tried to power through that and it did not work. It did not work, to say the least. Holy frick. Go back up to the cathedral to get all our stuff back, and then we fight Mounder. Okay. Let me definitely get the right setup on, because if I don't, I get freaking whooped by this chud. Metter owned me before. Now it should be a lot more lopsided. There's still, like, really unfair things, like, the phase 2 transition will hit you, no matter what, if you're melee. Unless you use Raptor of the Mist, or something like that. Actually, I think even with Raptor of the Mist, it might freaking hit you. I think the only way you can, like, truly avoid it is if you stagger her right before she's about to transition, then the crit pushes her over, and then you get away in time. That's, like, the only way. And then, obviously, the ultimate still always hits you. I've dodged it, like, twice successfully by moving. Twice out, like, 100 times, or 100 plus, so, yeah. Needless to say, we're gonna get hit there, but that's okay. That's okay, boys. Okay. Let's get all our pre-bus up, even though there's a bit of running to do. We're literally not gonna be able to do it otherwise. Except Golden Bow during the ultimate. In fact, I'm gonna Cerulean Tears right now, for that reason. Alright, let's see how my training's paid off. My time in the hyperbolic time chamber, dudes. Let's go. Okay. Free hit there. Boom, boom, boom. Free hit here. I think you get double hit here? Yeah, you can. Okay. Ooh, got your head. Wait, will I be able to avoid this? No. No, I cannot. I'm gonna get hit by this, I think. Actually, no. Frick yeah. Alright, we don't want to combo that with the ult, so we're gonna move away. This is gonna hit me, I think. Nope, okay. Weird. Now she's gonna ultimate, right? Ult chud, ult chud. No, okay. I'm just gonna hit here. Oh, you see that, dudes? Frick yeah. I just get hit here, so I'm just gonna take it. Unironically, the best thing you can do, which is like really sad and dumb, but whatever. Here is where I can use the EUPORIA Vortex, though. Right here. Oh, she even... she missed that attack. That's funny. Double roll. Gonna heal here. There's no hitbox on her head here, which is really weird. Much better, dudes. Remember when I used to fight this chud and have no flash left? Now I have 10, dude. My training paid off, Sensei. Frick yeah. Let's go. Alright. I'm super glad about that, because honestly, I hate that fight. Let's get the other annoying chud out of the way. The sunflower. Alright, so let's just keep doing strength, because screw it, I guess. Fine by me. Put this back on. I'm so bad at dodging the ult for Sunflower. I need to train more, but hopefully I can get a free golden bow, though. I should do that. I don't know if light counts, too, but I'm going to try. I'll definitely train Scattertree Avatar a little bit more off stream. I'm probably not going to do an Elden Ring run again this week because I'm just super busy, but that'll give me time to do some pracky on these guys. Do some nice little pracky. Frick yeah. Come on now, Chud. Let's get all the annoying Chuds out of the way now. Glitchy hitbox, cool. Okay, yep. Stupendous start was one of the worst bosses in the whole game. Holy! Please, let's not do an all-hit run right now. Okay, or let's do an all-hit run. That's fine. Holy! His head takes a ton of damage. That's wild. I'm going to buff up for phase 2. Except I'm going to use light right now. Because you get stuck in animation easily. They spawn behind me. Annoying Chud. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, I didn't hit that hard though. Okay. I'm gonna take the hit and hit his freaking head. Ow. Okay. This fight is also terrible, but it is better than Matter by like a ton, so C tier, B tier. For sure, for sure. You? I'm gonna heal for safety. I think I interrupted the ultimate because he was in the air glitchily. The frick? Oh, he just animation canceled himself. Based. Can you ult, you freaking Chud? He just didn't ult, okay. That's kind of dope, I guess. There we go. You okay, bud? There we go. Yeesh. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack him here. Screw it. Pretty good. Pretty good damage overall. He's gonna ult again, I think. Or he's just gonna spam annoying attacks. Cool. Holy, that RNG was terrible. Oof. That RNG was garbage, but so is that boss fight, so it doesn't matter too much to me. Okay. Let's do Putrescent next. I tend to forget about him, so let's just get him out of the way real quick. Putrescent is really, really weak to holy damage, so you can't really get EUPORIA Vortex off safely, but that doesn't really matter because of the flat holy damage and the split holy damage on the weapon. It's just gonna murder him, so. He's also a good jump attack boss, but I'm not gonna use the jump attack talisman. Actually, I probably should. Instead of Millicents. Yeah, probably. He has a lot of hidden jump attack opportunities that hopefully I can show off better than the Rolana one. But Putrescent overall has low health, high holy vulnerability, should not be a problem at all. TBH. Okay. Holy, that hitbox. Ew. They're like on the other side of him right there. That's funny. He's spamming quick attacks. Interesting strat there, dude. It's not really working though. Okay, he's literally just spamming the same quick attack. It ain't working, bud. I'm literally looping him right now. What? Dude, what? Yo. Dude. What is happening? Oh, look, he switched it up at the end there. Okay. I'm just gonna go run for him, dude. Okay. I don't know, dudes. I don't know why he, like, used the same attack over and over and it never worked and he just got murdered, but we take those, boys. I got really greedy at the end, but whatever. I think it's time for bail, boys. I think it's time for bail. Let's also make sure we increment the counter correctly. Bail is a boss where retaliatory is not super important, so I don't really have much other options, though. I guess the quick attack, or not, sorry. The Winged Sword Insignia would be decent. You could run a defensive talisman to deal with his breaths, too, if you want to. Like another one, I already have one, but you could run a second one, if you so desire. Okay. I'm going to use all my stuff at the beginning, though, because you can't really EUPORIA Vortex him safely. I mean, you kind of can with his, like, downwards breath. It's a little bit weird, though. It is a little weird to do, I will admit. Maybe I'll try it, though. Maybe I'll try it. Go for his, like, little leggy here. Glitch fire, glitch fire. No siree, okay. Oh, you shot. He's being super weird right now. There we go. This will reset his position for us, which is very nice. Oh, that was bad RNG. Holy. We can try to EUPORIA here. Not wise, though. Wait for him to do a downward fire if you're going to do it, ever. Honestly. Oh, he's phasing. Okie doke. Very nice. He's not doing his downward fire still? Okay, I'm just gonna keep wailing on him then. Fine by me. There we go. Hit his tail, hit his tail. Don't lock on. Alright. This might hurt. Ooh. That was actually very generous of him, believe it or not. Good jump there. I'm getting hit here, but that's fine. Actually, I did not. Wow. That's surprising. I hate being on the edge like this, so I'm gonna try to get him away by coming over here. Get away, Bale, get away. Come on. There we go. You can't hit him in the head here, but it's a little bit RNG. Okay. Oh. That hurt. That hurt, but we got him. We're good. He unfortunately dragged his tail a little bit out of range, but that's okay, boys. Alright, let's do Midra next. Frick yeah. Second floor chamber. Midra is another boss where you pretty much can't use Euporia Vortex, but it doesn't matter because he has like no health, so just murder him. Straight up. That's it, boys. I think strength is tapered out now, so we can do dexterity. Now, he does have a unique pre-buff ritual. I'm probably gonna get hit a few times, but that's okay. Get a base Midra here. Low. I forgot he has hyper armor, which is hilarious. That's low enough, though, I guess. You can begin pre-buffing now. Do Golden Vow. This might get me hit here, but that's okay. I can do light as well, but it's going to be kind of hard. So instead of like, trying to bother, I'm just going to kill him right now. Easy peasy. Actually, no, I'm not even going to bother. You might be able to like animation cancel the cutscene here, but whatever. Run at him, dodge quick when you get to him. There we go. No stamina. Cool. He hyper aggroed me. It's kind of funny. There we go. Okay, long come up. Doom, doom. You can hit him here. I was too scared though. Too wussed out. You know I'm gonna get hit by that grab. He might stagger soon, actually, which is funny. Oh, he delayed that like frick. Easy peasy. Oh, I had the wrong talisman again. I'm so bad at this game, dude. Holy. Again, it just demonstrates the wiggle room you have, though, I guess, Copium. Don't worry, for Mesmer, we will not make that mistake. For Mezipoo, we will not. Mesmer is yet again another boss where Euporia Vortex is a little too slow. You can use it after his like long snake combo, but I'm just not going to because I hate the idea of that. And if you ever have really bad RNG, he'll do a grab afterwards and grab you. So I would recommend you do not mess with it because there's always a chance that after he starts his animation, You start Euphoria Vortex, he'll begin a grab, and you can't do anything about it if you're stuck in Euphoria Vortex. So I would not recommend that. I would just auto him down, but that's okay. Fix the talisman at the last second. I guess the last one doesn't matter. There are some jump attack opportunities at Mesmer, but it's pretty rare. I'll try him, though, if I see him. Okay, why was he offsides? Frick. Oh, golly, he's being weird. Hold on, he's being super weird right now. There we go. That's crazy. He point blank freaking grabbed. He's doing weird as frick right now. Yeah. He's doing like unusual attack patterns. That's super strange. That was a really weird phase 1. Really bad RNG. Hopefully phase 2 is better. Boom, 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 boom. Holy, this slug is dog shit, dude. Holy. Oh, that was a bad time to heal. Oh, he missed, though. That's funny. Easy peasy. That was extremely bad Mesmer RNG, and we still have 8 flasks left, so very, very useful. Great fight, though, of course. Ramana. Ramana has some blind spots where you can use Euphoria Vortex, but because of her really strange hitbox, and like she can yank you around the map, it's really funny. I generally would also not advise that. She, again, has a grab, too, that will murder you if you get hit by it. And she can wait until you use Euphoria Vortex to use her grab and then hurt you real bad, so I would, again, not advise it, but it's a little bit safer than for Mesmer, for sure. I'm just going to take it slow, though. Kill the normal way. That's fine. I promise I'll try to get a Euphoria Vortex on Radon, even if it hits me, but which it probably will. Well, that was interesting. You can dodge that, but I just like to get away because it sucks. There we go. I'm gonna get hit here. I like always get hit by this. Maybe sometimes I dodge it. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Holy. Annoying. Gotta get her away from the wall. There she goes, yanking me around. I think she's hyper aggro right now. Oh, she is. Okay. Yeah, she's hyper aggro right now. Which means she chain attacks forever until she dies. I think there's a way to get her out of it, but... Oh, ultimate? Cool. Boom. Whenever she's hyper aggro, you gotta just wait. Only attack once, and that's it. Wow, that was weird as frick. That she did that point blank. Alright, we're not gonna go on the wall. You might be able to do Euphoria here, right here, actually. There we go. Cool. No, not against the wall. Really poor idea to fight her on a wall. Alright, GG. Pretty good fight overall. Again, wrong talisman. Holy dude. I'm so sorry, guys. But it just makes the game harder, I guess, so I shouldn't be apologizing. But it's technically a bad showcase of the build's potential. I don't have the freaking best damage talisman on. Keg W. Okay. Alright, so we just have Radon and the NPC fight left, and then we can actually wrap up this potentially deathless run, although I'm not convinced, because the NPC fight is... It's something, boys. It's something. Alrighty. Also, those chuds on the stairs, dude. Keg W. If you played this game, you know who I'm talking about. For darn sure. For darn sure. Okay. So just wait for this guy to do bird feathers. By the way, one of the worst incantations in the game, Keg W. So he'll do another attack here. Boom. Boom. Easy peasy. Come here. Sit down to reset that chud, and we're good to go. How long is the recording actually gonna be? I wonder. After editing down the freaking weird lag and shutdown BS I had. I don't know. Splurge on flash here, because this next part's one of the hardest in the whole game and in the zone. Don't be afraid to splurge, boys. Not the Divine Beast Warrior here. You might be thinking, oh yeah, the Divine Beast Warrior right here, he's tough. No, not him. It's the chuds immediately afterwards. Oh, you chud. He's trying to wombo. Nice wombo, dude. It's in Smash Brothers, though. Okay. Alright, it's these freaking chuds right here, dude. I don't know what it is. Oh my goodness. Ow, ow, ow. Oof. Wow, nice backstab. You saw that? A backstab animation fail, dude? Whoever designed these needs to be fired from FromSoft ASAP, dude. Like, unironically, you're terrible at video games. In video game design. Those enemies are so bad. Like, it's hilarious, actually. Okay, it's almost home free until the end of the DLC now. With those guys past us. Now, Talismans is interesting. I don't know what I'm going to run for NPC fight. I'll have to think about it really hard. These birds also suck. You can theoretically save and quit past them, but they have a really annoying homing attack that's like really not fun to dodge, so I tend to just attack them. fact, I'm gonna physic right here. Boom. There we go. Oh, that guy saw me, okay, or not saw, okay. At least EUPORIA can snag the flyers pretty good, unlike the frickin' dual thrusting swords that I ran last run. So at least that's a thing. Okay, now we really are home free until the NPC fight. You can run past everybody else with reckless abandon. So, here's the Ice Divine Beast. Literally just sprint over here. Get on this roof quickly or else he'll stomp you with ice. There you go. Avoid these two chuds here. Don't need the Inquisitors. We're all Gucci here, boys. We're all Gucci here. Wait for this guy to do his wind attack that's so far away that I don't know why he'd cast it. Alright, what attack is he gonna do here? He's gonna do like Lightning Storm. Cool, you can just run away from him here. You could dodge it, but let's do it the lazy way. Oh, nice camera. Very nice. Now, he will chase you for like ever, but you could just save and quit up here and reset his aggro. I don't know if you go into the NPC room he resets or not. In fact, you know what? Let's just science that right now. Because this is interesting. I don't know, actually. Let's see. Okay, I guess he does. Poggers. That's what's up. Or no, he doesn't. Okay. Well, how far does he follow you, actually? I'm just sciencing right now. It was never kindly Nicholas. We have a freaking dude here. Okay, does he reset here? Okay, I think it's still faster to save and quit then, boys. That's funny. Yo, no, he doesn't reset? Yo, this guy's relentless. That's funny. Yo, Letta, can you help me with this guy real quick? Let's wait for the science to appear. Hopefully that skips the dialogue for later. Okay. That was funny, but... back to business, boys. Oh. Okay, NPC fight. This could be really hard. Definitely Two-Handed Sword Talisman. Definitely Dragon Crest Great Shield. The other two really don't matter that much. As funny as it sounds. I might honestly just go for the slow route and do like Erdtree's Favor, and then it's just 100 HP though. Like, who cares about that garbage, right? I guess Crimson Seed and Successive Attacks is terrible for NPCs. The Roll Attack Talisman isn't so much better though, honestly. In fact, I would find Dash Attack better, straight up. For Letta especially. So this will be what we run for the NPC fight. I don't know if we can actually get all of our buffs off, but maybe? We might not be able to get light off, but that's okay. Actually, I'm pretty sure we can't. Yeah, we can't. That's fine. I want to make sure Dryleaf Dane is getting womboed immediately. Because he is an annoying chud, dude. Ran out of stamina, dude. Oh, got him. Oof. That was clutch. Again, no EUPORIA Vortex on NPC fights. Really, really poor idea, actually, to do that. You trying to death combo me? Really? Annoying chud. gonna be a bit of a slog, dudes. She has hyper armor on like everything because the developers were on crack when they made this fight. She's also not open during that, which is funny. Let's try a heavy attack. Yeah, maybe actually.
By way of apology,
The hyper armor on everything is like actually smooth brain, dude. Whoever designed that is a freaking idiot. Straight up. We can spam dash attacks though, that's fine. Ooh. Wow. Missed each other like two trains passing in the night. Oh, again, Keck. There we go. Yeah, whoever gave Letta like hyper armor and everything and thought that was like good difficulty, like go back to Dark Souls 2, you freaking shot. You don't know jack squat about designing difficulty in games. But first try, boys. Frick yeah. Being able to kill Dane by like womboing him against the wall like early was great because otherwise they chase you both and it's like super annoying. But we committed, we killed Dane, and it was poggers. Okay, so good old Radahn, boys. Now, EUPORIA is actually a really good weapon for him. EUPORIA Vortex, not amazing, but their base added holy damage and then just Twin Blade in general is very good against him because it's a lot of hitboxes. And unlike fist weapons, for example, or claws, you will be able to hit him most of the time fairly reliably. So what I'm going to do is two-handed sword talisman, retaliatory cross tree, so roll attacks. I'm actually going to do holy braid and Dragon Crest. So double defensives, retaliatory two-handed sword talisman. I'm not going to rely on EUPORIA Vortex, so I'm not going to use Shard of Alexander. I might use a EUPORIA Vortex in phase 2 transition. We'll see. That'd be kind of hilarious, but maybe. Maybe it is. Do Golden Vow light at the beginning. I'm actually going to sit down for that so I get our FP back. I'm going to try to use my Flask of Azik right before Phase 2 starts instead of right when it starts, because then it'll let me use EUPORIA Vortex. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, dudes. We shall see. See, the damage is pretty good, though, honestly. Oh, actually phased early, Keck. Okay, well, never mind. Scratch that plan, dudes. Oh, we did this. Okay. Actually, we can do it. Frick yeah. What a bro, Radahn. You are a bro, dude. Frick yeah. I don't know how to dodge that, so I just eat the clone attacks. Keck. Boom, boom, delay, and then mash. Unironically, there we go. He never did his opening attack, so I wasn't able to EUPORIA. Keck. That's fine, I guess. Whatever you say, Radahn. Maybe we'll do it at the end, I don't know. You should leave now, right? Yeah. I don't know why, but going over here seems to work for me really good. I don't know why that is, but whatever. Oh, look, he did, finally. Maybe we can EUPORIA here. That counts, boys. That counts. Oh. That's some good meteors, actually. Frick yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a weird one. Of them went sideways. You saw that? You trying to be a trickster right now, Radon? Get away from the wall, dude. Stop trying to cheese. Come on. 1, 2, 3. I just eat those. Boom. GG, dudes. Poggers. Deathless EUPORIA. Frick yeah. Although, honestly, this weapon is just super good, so that's not too surprising, honestly. Straight up. And we even got our EUPORIA Vortex off at the very end, boys. Frick yeah, let's go. Alright, so. Exciting, exciting, exciting. I'm glad that's over, dudes. Frick. That was stewing since last week, so. Glad to be able to finish the run. EUPORIA, amazing weapon, in PvE at least. I know in PvP, like, Twin Blades can be a little bit weird to use, and the EUPORIA Vortex, not amazing in PvP, because you can, like, sideswipe it, but PvE, fantastic. Let's talk about the build one more time, boys. So I have EUPORIA, obviously. Standard Pierce, mostly standard damage. There are a couple attacks that do Pierce. I forget which ones are. Is it the crouch attack? I don't remember, actually. But something does Pierce. But it's mostly standard damage. It's split physical holy with D strength, D dex, B faith scaling. The faith scaling impacts holy damage, strength and dex impacts physical. So, obviously the Ash of War's EUPORIA Vortex, FP cost of 28. There are 3 stages to it. Stage 0, Stage 1, Stage 2. Stage 0 is uncharged. I guess I should talk about that first. You hit a certain number of times on an enemy and the weapon starts glowing, okay? The glow means added holy damage. There are 2 stages of holy damage. I guess 3 technically, because right now it's stage 0. No holy damage, KW. Then there's a slight glow, stage 1, 95 holy damage-ish. And then stage 2, full glow, 120 holy damage, okay? If you use EUPORIA Vortex in stage 0, aka no glow, it's just spinning weapon, basically, with 5 hitboxes. If you use EUPORIA Vortex with stage 1, which is mid-glow, it is spinning weapon and also a Comet Azure light beam projects outwards from the middle of the twin blade for 1 second, deals big damage. EUPORIA Vortex on stage 2, so full glow, is a spinning weapon still, and the beam, but instead of 1 second, it's like 3 or 4 seconds, okay? Really big damage, incentivized to use during long attack openings. And it's hard to use. However, again, if you can't use it, don't worry, because just by using it, it expends the added holy damage and the glow from the weapon, so you have to build it up again. So, if you can't use it, it's fine, because you can just use the added holy damage instead. That's fine as well, okay? There's no pressure to just seek out EUPORIA Vortexes unnecessarily. If the boss has a long opening, use it. Otherwise, it's fine, just keep the regular damage. Or the add holy damage, okay? I also have the Sword of Light in my offhand, simply because the light skill gives you a boost to holy damage. I think it's 20% boost, right? It's not 40%, is it? I think it's 20%. For like 60 seconds or something. So, really good. Add holy damage, by the way, impacts this split holy damage on the weapon. The holy damage from the glow, and EUPORIA Vortex holy beam. So, really good stat, added holy damage. I have a seal. The only seal incantations I used were Golden Vow. I was going to use Blessing of the Erdtree, but I never had enough FP to use it, so I just used Golden Vow. By the way, this light damage buff and Golden Vow stack, so 2 damage buffs at once. Very good. As for talismans, I used for Radon, 2-handed sword talisman, enhanced attacks with 2-handed weapons. Obviously, we're 2-handing this. You can, by the way, dual wield EUPORIAs if you're in New Game +2. or higher. If you're doing that, be sure to run the jump attack build version instead, okay? You would replace two-handed sword talisman with the claw talisman, basically, okay? Dragon Crest Great Shield, boost physical damage negation by 20%. Retaliatory Cross Tree, enhance attacks execute after rolling by, I think it's 17%. And then Golden Braid, boost holy damage negation by 22%. At various times in the run, I also used Winged Sword Insignia, Millicent's Prosthesis. I forgot to mention also, sorry guys, the glow effect from this works like a successive attacks talisman, but it lasts like 3 times longer, okay? It takes like 30 seconds to fade. Unlike the successive attacks talismans, which are way shorter, okay? So it's really good. But yeah, I use Winged Sword Insignia, Millicent's Prosthesis. I used Sega Scorpion Charm early on, but the lower damage negation spooked me for the endgame. Decided not to. Shard of Alexander is great for big Euporia vortexes, but not so much in the DLC where you can't really use it too often. And I think that's it for talismans, boys. It's really up to you. I recommend two-handed sword always. I would probably recommend Dragon Crest Great Shield always, too. Especially if you're casual. Retaliatory Cross Tree is a really good damage talisman if you have it. It requires killing Ansbach in the Leda quest line, but roll attacks really strong in the DLC. So, because DLC's roll slop. Then after that, it's up to you. You could do whatever you want. Euporia Vortex with Shard of Alexander. If you really want to do Sacred Scorpion Charm, you can. So on and so on. Okay? Finally, my Flask of Azik was Opaline Hard tier. Boost damage negation by 15% for 3 minutes. Holy Shrine Crack tier. Boost holy attacks by 20% for 3 minutes. Okay. That is the entirety of the build. All 26 Remembrance bosses taken care of, including Bale, who's not technically Remembrance, but I count him as one. Deathless EUPORIA. Frick yeah. Alright. This weapon is extremely good. I would say it is the second best Faith weapon in the game for PvE. I would still say Blasphemous Blade is better, especially because you can reliably use Blasphemous Blade's Ash of War in the DLC because it heals you, so who cares if you get hit, really? And it's faster, so I would say Blasphemous Blade is still better. And in the base game, it's overall better anyways because it doesn't do holy damage, it does fire damage, so that 80% problem is not an issue. But, yeah. The big drawback to this weapon, obviously holy damage. There are 4 bosses in the base game that are 80% holy resistance, so that's a problem. That's why Blasphemous Blade would be better IMO. But still, I would say this is the second best Faith weapon in the entire game. Now, yeah, I think so. I'm trying to see if anything else would come even close. I don't think so, honestly. But yeah, that's going to be it for it today, boys. Highly recommend running this if you're doing a Faith build. It does take a long time to get to in the DLC, unfortunately, but if you're doing a New Game Plus run, for sure, by all means. So, stats, I started this run on a New Game Plus character. This was a templated 150 character. I start all my New Game Plus runs on a 150 character. End up level 222, nice. 20 Scatter Tree, 60 Vigor, 14 Mind, 35 Endurance, 60 Strength, 35 Dex, 9 Intelligence, 80 Faith, 8 Arcane. Man, my throat hurts from all that talking. But that's going to be it for today, boys. Let's see. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. I'll be doing some stuff. Thursday will be Baldur's Gate again. We're almost done with the game, but we're not going to finish on Thursday. We're probably going to finish on Sunday. We're doing Baldur's Gate 1 on Thursday. We're doing all bosses run on Friday. And then maybe on Saturday, I will have another Elden Ring run or Dark Souls 3 run prepped, okay? It will be another DLC weapon because I'm kind of lacking on the DLC weapons. So it will be another 150 character. But it won't be as flashy as Euporia, but it might arguably be more useful. And you'll see that when we get there. It's a weapon that a lot of people don't really think about, but it is very good. So yeah, that's about it for today, boys. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go get this edit done on this run, and hopefully it'll be on the YouTube channel by the 7th. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Peace.